Got to make it go. It's got to go, right? Here we go. Go.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Proline. I'm Dave Cook, and Jim Price with me. And wow, it's been an active morning in the NBA as far as the Cleveland Cavaliers are concerned. We'll talk about that in a moment. Quick promos. I've got my college basketball game of the week. It's actually the first one I've had in a few weeks. I won't necessarily force one if I don't see one. We're going to play, and you can get it right now at jimprice.com, vegasportsmasters.com. One big game, if you're looking for it, it's online right now. Jim?
I got 4 college basketball games up tonight, which I'm pretty excited about. Last night, in total disclosure, I was 3-0 2 nights ago. Last night, I did not have a good night. And, I'm back in action tonight. That's the way it is. You go play every day. You're not going to win every day, but we do our work. But I'm up there tonight, and I like the games, and I believe I'm going to bounce back with 3-1 or 4-0 tonight. Lots of stuff going on out there, Dave, but I'll lead off with a football note. Jimmy Garoppolo, backup quarterback in New England, plays 5 games in San Francisco, looks awesome. They win every game, by the way. And he picked up a $137 million contract.
Not bad, huh?
My goodness. No, that's not bad at all. I can't.
You're going to let him get stuff.
No, he's not going anywhere. He might as well buy himself a house. He's living in San Francisco for at least 5 years.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And, that was the whole idea. 49ers needed a quarterback. If you've got somebody you believe is going to be a number 1 quarterback, a legit number 1 quarterback, then you got to pay, and that's what they're doing. And, 49er fans should be ecstatic. It's not their money. They don't care. And they've got themselves a heck of a young quarterback.
He really does look good. He looked good in New England too, but he didn't have much of a chance to play. But I'm pretty optimistic. I mean that whole division out there is pretty interesting. I mean you got San Francisco and the Rams, you got 49ers, Rams, you got the Seahawks, and of course the Arizona team. Arizona's rebuilding. They've gotten a little old. They need a quarterback. Russell Wilson, side note, Russell Wilson got traded to the Yankees.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's
kind of go down.
It's a funny joke because he's not a baseball guy, but he is a good player. But someone else.
Yeah, he was a decent baseball player. I don't think he was going to be a big leaguer, but the guy can play. Look, as far as that division goes, I think the team that's in the most trouble is Seattle. If Arizona gets a quarterback, they're going to be pretty good. There remains to be seen whether they get a quarterback. The Rams are loaded. The 49ers are on the rise. And the Seahawks are getting old on defense. I think their window's coming. I think their window's closing, Jim. I don't think they're going to be a factor next year. They'll be okay, but I don't think they're a serious contender at this point.
Well, they're a contender. If you look at New England on the other side of the country and they play in a very weak division, then you're a contender. No matter, you're playing Buffalo, Miami, and the Jets. And unless they can come up with a team that can knock them off their throne in the AFC East, well, Seattle's kind of had that going for them a little while in the West, not quite as dramatically. Now, the West is looking, the Rams and the Niners look for real. And I don't know what's going to happen in Arizona. They got a new coach. They need a quarterback. Some of the players are aging out, but they do get the running back healthy, they missed all last year, which is big. Seattle could be the bottom. They could be the odd man out there. They could be the worst team in the league. They definitely have defensive problems now, and got a lot of contracts. A lot of contracts are having to be renegotiated. They need players, and this is the way the league works, and it spreads the wealth out quite evenly over a period of time.
All right, well, we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, we've got big action today in the NBA. Jim, I know you've got Roger's family is from Cleveland. You might want to check because the Cavaliers might be trying to trade them out of Cleveland as well. Just about everybody else got traded today.
Yeah, well, they've been a dumpster fire all year. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, we've been talking about LeBron leaving. If LeBron is leaving, what are they doing there? I'm not sure. It's a very confusing situation. Then there's rumors about the ownership selling the team, and LeBron may be interested in buying it. I don't know what's happening in Cleveland, and my connections in that town are not sure either. It is a dumpster fire. This is going to be very interesting going forward the rest of the year. I don't know if they can be competitive. There's a lot of new pieces to fit together. I will say one thing: the IT experiment, Isaiah Thomas experiment, total failure. That just did not work. So the drop off from Kyrie Irving to IT was dramatic. And I watched the game last night, and Cleveland won the game. They still don't play any defense, but they fought very hard in that game, and that's a game that moved 5 points, where Cleveland opened up the favorite and ended up a 4-point underdog. They win it in overtime. LeBron looked unbelievable, as he sometimes can. I mean, he's a tremendous player. But it was a good game to watch. It was fun to watch. But they didn't give up. I mean, even though they've been raked through the coals, in the media and every place else, and how bad they performed, they played hard last night. And I have to give them that. I don't know who knew that this was happening overnight, but they sure didn't know it last night on the court. It was a total shock to me.
Well, they're supposed to play hard. I mean, they're getting paid enough. So I don't draw anything out of that. This is what I think is the starting lineup now. And again, Kevin Love isn't included because he's hurt. LeBron, Rodney Hood, George Hill, Larry Nance Jr., Tristan Thompson, and the three guys off the bench that'll get minutes will be Korver, Jordan Clarkson, and Jeff Green. I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's a better lineup than they had, but whether it plays out that way, I don't know. I'll be interested to see what the odds makers do. They're in action tomorrow night against Atlanta, and we'll see what they come up with for a line. I'm not gonna guess. So I have no idea. But that's what I make their lineup of now. Their 8-man rotation should be that.
Right.
And that's probably a better rotation than they had. Slightly better.
Well, I think I think you're right, Dave. It is. I agree with you. The question's going to come down to chemistry. Whether these new pieces can fit together. Can the personalities mesh? Can they find their roles? Can they play their roles out well?
Can't be any worse than what they had.
Oh my God, no. No, they couldn't be. It could not be. I mean, offensively they looked very dynamic last night, but defensively they're unbelievably bad. Something has to give with that defense. Now they got all new pieces, so I expect it to get better. I can't see it getting worse.
No, I don't. I think they'll be better. I don't look at that lineup though and say, well, there's a team that can beat Golden State. So,
no, that's not going to happen. I think the only team that could beat Golden State, if it would be Houston. That's.
I think the only team that can beat Golden State is Golden State.
You're right. Correct. I stand corrected. You're right. Well, Dave, you got some plays up. You got a big game tonight. Good luck with that. Our plays are available online at jimfeist.com and vegassportsmasters.com. And, the baseball, I don't know if you had a chance to look at it, Dave, but the over...
Yes, I made 2 plays right away yesterday, and I'll give you one of them right now.
Okay.
And that's the Pirates under 76.5 wins. I think they might finish last in the NL Central this year. There's already dissension on the team because they traded away two of their best guys and got nothing for them. I think the Pirates will be lucky to win 70 games this year. So I think that's a real good under bet, and I pounded it right away.
Well, I'll be going to do that myself because I know when you talk about baseball futures, you're pretty damn good. So I'll be putting my money on there too. Thanks for that, Dave. We'll talk again tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Thank you, everybody.